traveling all day. We left camp. That last camp there by the river. As soon as the noisy trailer gets by, we'll try to continue this. The last video you watched, the camp by the river, I've left there. Stopped to get me taking a break. I had video of me leaving that camp, and when I got the camera out a while ago, I just noticed I got a corrupted file. So I went to look. So that clip of me leaving is gone. I've been having bad luck with video this trip. I've been trying to shoot a lot of video, and a lot of it's not been working out for me. But anyway, we'll get this trip figured out. So like I said, I stopped. It's 12 o'clock. I've been going. I think I left about 6 o'clock this morning. It was just getting daylight because the wind is supposed to be horrible today, and it has been. Man, the wind has been ferocious all day. It's been between 25 and 30 mile an hour gusts. Of course, the direction I'm going, it's been a crosswind all day. It hit me from the side, and it's been miserable. I ain't been having no fun at all. So I don't really know where I'm at. Oh, 12 o'clock's hour. I knew I was here. This is a busy little town, happening little town. As you can see, everybody's coming in. Getting super busy around here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get on the bike and get going. I gotta knock some miles down. I got a camp already picked out for this afternoon. Still 300 miles from it though. So I'm gonna try to get there. I don't know what town this is. Yeah, this video is gonna be a mess. It's gonna be all over the place because I lost that footage of me leaving camp. Haven't been able to get no footage going down the road because it's so windy. And it's chaotic here at this little store. So I'm gonna put the camera down and we're gonna get back on the road. All right, hang in there folks, we'll go find our camp. Alright folks, I hope you can hear me because I still got my helmet on. I've been taking several breaks today. Been going about, I don't know, 60 maybe 70 miles, little stints, and stopping and taking a break because you can see them trees over there. And I don't know if it's showing, you can see all them weeds, see how they're moving. I've been fighting this wind all day long, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kicking my butt. I got sidetracked again. We'll go over here and see what this piece of paper is. Oh, it ain't nothing. But yeah, I don't know if you can even hear me. It's the wind's blowing so hard. Let me get back over here. Alright. Maybe you can hear me a little better now, but when I'm going north, the same direction that pickup truck's going, it's not too bad because I got the wind in my back. It's just whenever I meet trucks, semis, man, you know, their speed limit's 55, but they're running 80, probably faster, and it almost takes me off the road. So I've been tensed up all morning, you know, hanging on them bars, and then like now, right here at this intersection, I gotta turn left. And if you see the wind's blowing this way and I'm going that way, I'm right back in the crosswind again. So I'm going to be fighting that some more. And it's not too bad if, you know, if I could just put around and take my time. Oh, stepped on the can. You know, go 45, 50 mile an hour. And I know that sounds really, really slow, and it is. But when you have one of these, according to the weather app, there's 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts today with about a steady 15 or 20. So if you're leaning into that wind, you know, the big gust hits you and you're leaning into it, then the wind just stops. Well, now you're shooting off, taking off the road, or vice versa. I was in a curve earlier. The wind's coming this direction, and the curve, you know, is going to the left towards the wind, I guess you could say. So I'm really, really leaning into it, you know, counteracting the wind and the curve, and then the wind just stops, and there I go taking off like a rocket. I almost wrecked right there too. So I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. Just I'm a little tired and beat up. That's all. I'm gonna sit here and take about a 10-minute break. Let the old bike cool down and rest. Old girl's been working hard too, pushing me through that wind and all this junk. Look at all this stuff I got on there. I have got to downsize. I've got way too much stuff, which I kind of figured I did. I went through all my gear before I left home, and I thought I whittled it down pretty good, but when I started loading the bike, I said, no, I've got too much stuff. So while I'm up here, I'm going to be doing some donating, some throwing away, getting rid of. I need to get rid of, well, that's just my riding jacket. I need to get rid of this bag, this bag. That's actually got some old dirty work boots, and that's what I was putting my dirty clothes in. I've got to come up with a different system. That's got to go. This bag's got to go. This is all my clothes, and this is all my camping gear. Now I can whittle this down. I'm up here to, most of y'all know that watch me continuously, have been with me a long time. You know I'm coming up north here to do a seasonal job I do every year. So I brought a lot of stuff for that job. So after the job, this can go, about half of them clothes can go. I've got a nice warm heavy coat in there and a couple of hoodies and long johns. You know, I got all that because it's going to get cold up here. So after the job, I can get rid of about half of that because I've got cold riding gear in here. I got my pants and the heated gloves and everything all in there. So I'll probably keep a hoodie or two and donate the rest. I got 5 pairs of pants, which I don't need 5 pair just to be on the road. I kind of need it for this job. You know, there's no really reason to go into that. I just need 4 or 5 pairs of pants, probably 6. But so after the job, I can whittle that down to about 2 pairs of pants, maybe 3. and a couple pairs of shorts, because I'm definitely, as soon as I'm done the job, I'm hauling out of here, going north as fast as I can, because it's already going to be super cold up here. And I don't want to be riding in that really cold weather, you know, for no longer than I have to. But anyway, that's what's going on. I just want to give you an update. And back earlier at the gas station, I know nothing I said made sense, because I had just stopped. You know, like I said, I've been getting beat up out here by this wind, and I was just frustrated. So I'm pretty sure none of it made sense. But just to touch on it again, what I was trying to tell you, the last video you saw, that camp, I got footage of me leaving the camp and, you know, going out to a little scenic country road and a little bit of riding. And then I stopped somewhere in Iowa, I don't remember where, but it was a pretty neat little town. I got a little footage there. And then when I got the camera out at the gas station where you just seen, which was about 200 miles further down the road, all that footage was gone. I actually was sitting there eating a Slim Jim and drinking some Gatorade, and I thought, well, I'm going to look at it, kind of see if I need to get any more riding stuff, and it's in no file found. So all that's gone. I don't know what I did. Maybe I bumped the camera or something. I don't know. It's that junky old GoPro I got. That thing never works. And I don't know. I need to throw it in the garbage and get me something else. I have had nothing but issues from this GoPro since I got it, and I'm about done with it. But anyway, enough griping, enough being down in the dumps and angry. I'm having a great time. This is an awesome trip. Even though there's been some stuff gone wrong, like, get this. This is something yesterday that really just rubbed me raw. I stopped at a Walmart. No, I take it back. It was Aldi's. You know, it's a grocery store. If some of y'all don't have it, it's a grocery store. I stopped there to get me a couple of things for dinner at night, and a liter bottle of water so I can make coffee and all that. I come out and somebody has shoved a shopping cart against my bike. So now I have no turn or brake light lens. You know, so I get to order one of them, which I done looked online. I can get it fairly reasonable. A lot cheaper than a dealer. I just gotta wait till I get to where I'm going and have it shipped there. And so far I haven't had any trouble. The light still works, just the lens is broke off. And I've had police behind me. Nobody has said anything. They're probably just scared to even stop me. They don't want to get involved in all this. But anyway, it just irritated me. I come out, I park. Well, you have to see the lot to understand, but they got all the parking right in front of the building and kind of, you know, extends out from the building. But over to the side, I mean, clear over in the bushes and the weeds, it must have been employee parking or something, because there was only 4 spaces with 1 car. So I go over there just to keep my, you know, all my stuff out of sight there, not drawing too much attention. I come back, and like I said, there's a cotton picking cart just jammed up against my bike. The lens all busted, laying on the ground. Now I don't know if somebody just intentionally pushed it into my bike, or maybe they just didn't put the cart up and the wind pushed it, you know, 1 in a million chance pushed it right in my direction. I don't know how it happened. I didn't see it. It just happened. So anywho, we're going to get over it. We're going to get past it. And we're going to enjoy this trip. So let me quit rambling. Shut this old camera off, and much as I dread it, I'm going to get out here and start fighting this wind some more. I probably won't get no more riding footage, because it's just, I'm in northern Iowa. I'm fixing to go into Minnesota. There's nothing to see. You're looking at it. Anybody that's been to Iowa or is from Iowa or knows anything about it, this is it. This is what you're going to see. You can see long straight roads, side roads of gravel, and corn. This is it. Just take a good picture of this, because that's all you need. That's all you're going to see through the whole state. Well, no, that's not true, actually. Iowa's got some diverse landscape. We just won't be going through it on this trip. The route I'm taking, this is pretty much it. This is what we get. So I probably won't get no more riding footage today. maybe when we get closer to where I'm gonna camp. I've got no spot I camped at. I don't know, I get to talking, I can't shut up. But I got a spot I camped at in my little step van years ago. I don't even remember what video it was. You could go back and find it if I knew what video it was. But I got it marked on my GPS from like 2 years ago where I camped there in the step van, so I'm headed to right there. It wasn't the greatest spot in the world for the little step van, but I think it's going to be great for this bike because I can be more out of sight, so to speak. But anyway, that's where I'm headed. I still got about 200 miles, 180 miles, something like that before I get there, so a couple more hours. But let me, man, see that truck flying? That's what I'm dreading. When I'm stuck in that crosswind and I'm meeting them big trucks, it's just like getting punched in the face. I'm really dreading that. But anyway, let me shut this camera off and get back on the road. All right, folks, we'll be back in a little bit. All right, guys, I'm going to turn you around. We've made it to Minnesota, but the wind is ripping. I'm going to turn you around. You're not going to be able to hear nothing. It's just going to be static and wind noise. But because I don't have a dead cat, I barely got a camera. All right, I'm going to get you turned around. You probably can't hear me, but we made it. I'm going to walk across the Minnesota state line. There she is. Good old Minnesota. Okay, everyone. Hang on just a second. My phone. I know it's dark. I know you can't see. Just give me a minute. I'm looking for my light. All right, as you cannot see, I stopped about an hour ago and got me a paid campground. I messed around and waited too long. I'm trying to find something you can see. It's just dark. I had to show you my camp real quick. But I got my tent set up. My bike's over there. Yeah, you just can't see nothing. It's too dark. I'll show you in the morning before I pack up. So I'll just make this real quick since you can't see anything. I rode today. You know my last clip you saw, I was ranting and growling and grumbling. The wind has beat me up all day and it hasn't slowed down none. It's ripping right now. So I messed around. Instead of stopping and looking for a place to stuff camp in the bushes, I kept thinking I'd get a little further. I hit a little spot of rain after I talked to you guys. I thought, well, I'll push on past that because a couple of dark clouds showed up. And that led to something else, so I go a little further. So needless to say, yeah, I messed around, waited too late to find me a camp. Got dark on me. Probably could have used freecampsites.net and found something. I forgot, y'all can't see nothing. It's dark. I'm trying to hurry. I didn't do it. I knew about this paid campground I'm at. I've actually stopped at this place before. Never stayed here, but I've stopped here. It's a pretty neat little park. I'll show it to you in the morning. But yeah, anyway, so I boogied on here, rode in the dark. It's pretty chilly tonight too. It's already down to 50s. Had a little rain come through and cooled it off. But yeah, I boogied on here. You know, self-service. Paid my $10 for the night. Has bathroom, flushing toilets, running water. Blah, blah, blah. I'll show you all that tomorrow. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Made a mistake. I'm learning. I'm new at this, guys. I'm learning. Messed around, waited too late to look for a spot, and got myself in a jam. But anyway, I'm going to get off here because it's dark. You can't see nothing. I'll come back in the morning and show you where I'm at. Okay, guys. I messed up yesterday. After you saw that clip of me ranting and raving and crying and carrying on about wind and all that, well, I made some poor decisions. I kept pushing on. Well, let me get you turned around here. I kept pushing on further and further and didn't look for a place to camp. I kept thinking, you know, it was warm in daylight. Well, I just go a little further, go a little further. The camp host lady keeps looking at me. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, I waited too late to find me a place to camp, stealth camp. I messed around until it got dark, so I had to use this paid campground. It was only $10 a night, but still. I'm at Ambush Park in Benson. I think it's what's called, Benson, Minnesota. Ambush Park, yeah. But anyway, yeah, the wind, you know, I'm not going to try not to start crying about the wind again, but that wind has beat me up yesterday. And I was frustrated, and as I was riding, I found a couple of spots, or, you know, glanced at them. I didn't really find them. Just riding down the road, glanced at them. You know, I thought, well, that'll work, but I never stopped and checked nothing out. I just kept riding and riding and riding, and the next thing you know, it was dark on me. It was, I think I got here like 8:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. It was trying to sprinkle rain, and it's really cooled down, the temperature's cooled down, and so lesson learned. I know I'm sitting there rambling, not making sense, but it's, I gotta start doing better. If I'm planning on doing this, you know, forever, I've got to start working, making more effort and doing better at this. Anyway, this is a pretty nice park. Yeah, I know I'm being distracted because I thought I saw a river over here. Can you see it? Kind of see the water right there, and it runs all along, and you see it out there. That's pretty nice. I came in here in the dark, so I didn't get to see it that good, but I will make a confession. I've actually been to this park before, park and campground. I can't remember when. It's been a couple years ago, but anyway, I didn't stay at the campground itself. I just cruised through here and hung out for the day. Well, not really a day, just a few hours. You know, one of them roadside stops, take a break from the road. But that's the reason I came here last night, because I was probably, when I realized the mistake I had made, the foolishness of not, you know, looking for a place to camp or whatever, you know, I don't know what you call it. I messed up. I remembered this spot, and I looked at it on the map, and I'm noticing that wind is still beating down today. I want to fight it again today, but anyway, I remember this spot here. I looked at the map, and I was probably 65, 70 miles away from it, so I hunkered down and come on here, because I didn't care if it was still here. I didn't care if it was full. I was staying here. Well, here's my camp. Fixing to tear it down and get on the road. I just want to show it to you real quick. They're dragging lambs down the road and dusting me out. That's nice. Anyway, you're not going to sleep in here, I can tell you that. It's full of activity. This is it. This is the product of my mistake. Anywho, it is what it is, so yeah. The journey continues on.